here's a story time for you. I am on the UNC-Asheville campus right now, and this is where I used to go to college. And I took the super long way to walk back to my car because I was just kind of reminiscing, whatever. So anyway, story time, right? So I live about 35 minutes away from this school, and for 2 semesters I had humanities classes that had lectures. So every Thursday I would have to drive 35 minutes to school just for this lecture. Like that was the only class I had on Thursdays. So every Thursday, 35 minutes to school just to sit in that building for 45 minutes to listen to a lecture and then drive 35 minutes back home. The problem is that the whole time I was in college, I was a full-time student with a full-time job, and I was really, really tired. Really tired all the time. Oh, look, everything looks better in the shade. Okay, so I was super tired all the time. So I always showed up for this lecture, not necessarily late, like I would get here on time, but I would get here at like the last minute possible. Because of that, I would always wind up parking illegally in this parking lot right here somewhere. I would just park illegally right here in this parking lot, run into the lecture hall, get in there, and I would do my best, okay? I really would do my best, but every single time I would wind up falling asleep, and the sound of people clapping at the end of the lecture is what would wake me up, and I would like jump up and be like, oh my God, I slept through the whole lecture, and then I would get back in my car and drive 35 minutes back home. I got attendance for all of my lectures, and even though I wound up falling asleep during all of them, everything turned out to be okay because they recorded all of the lectures and then uploaded them online. So I still got to listen to all of the lectures. You know, everything worked out in the end. It's just, I still drove 35 minutes 2 ways to sleep for 45 minutes. God. But I wanted to go ahead and take a minute to real quick explain to you why I was on the UNCA campus today. So there was a girl who posted on Facebook that she works in the production studio at UNCA, because UNCA also has like a grade A, top tier, beautiful production studio that is available to the students. It's so cool. I actually used it when I went here to make a documentary that wound up getting put into the scheduling rotation on the Western North Carolina Public Access television channel. Maybe that's another story time. Anyway, so the production studio here is amazing. It's beautiful what they have here. It's so fantastic. And she is actually eventually going to be going into the arts. So it's awesome that she gets to work there as well. And so she's able to use it on the weekend for a personal project. And she wanted to get as many different people, you know, body types, skin types, everything, to participate in this project that she's doing. So I thought it would just be an awesome opportunity to step out of my comfort zone and to get to experience something totally new. You know, I really think that, you know, I definitely don't take 100% of the opportunities that come my way to step out of my comfort zone, but I really do strive to take as many of those chances as I can. And I really do think you should take as many of those chances as you can, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an amazing experience. You're going to have so much fun. And the 1 out of 10 times that maybe you don't have the best time ever, it's still going to be an amazing learning experience, you know, and it's going to help you to grow as a person. And I just really feel like every time I've ever stepped out of my comfort zone, it's been worth it. So I definitely suggest doing that as much as you can, because I'm not a model. I'm not an aspiring model. This is something that normally I never would have gotten the chance to do, to model with a photographer and all the lights and a green screen and a whole studio of professional equipment. You know, that's not something that people who aren't models get the chance to do on a regular basis. You know, but because I stepped out of my comfort zone and took this opportunity, now it's something that I can say I've done. So I just think it's really cool. But I'm gonna go because I don't want to look like a total creep talking to my camera by myself on a school campus. buddy. All right. Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Be free. Yay. Hey, baby. After I filmed the clips at UNCA, I left there, and as I was leaving there, I could tell that one of my tires was low on air. So I went to the closest gas station so that I could put air in the tire. As I get to about 20 psi, which is like not really even inflated enough to drive on, I start hearing little noises. It almost sounds like popcorn. It's like pop, 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 pop. And so I take the air thing out of the tire because I was afraid it was gonna like explode. And I'm looking at the tire and I can see little bubbles forming on the outside of the sidewall of the tire. And I was like, man, you know I can't, that's bad. I know that's really bad. So I called my mom, I told her. My brother was conveniently already going out to Asheville because we live like over a half hour from Asheville, or from UNCA. So him and his friend wound up coming out there. I guess the tire's just no good and I need to replace it. So right now I'm on a donut, and my tire is in the back seat. But I guess me and Allie are going to head home for the day. I'm gonna go get Jax up because that's why I take Allie in the morning, is because Jax does not like to wake up early in the morning. He doesn't want to get up and do things in the morning. He wants to sleep. Allie, on the other hand, usually wakes up and is ready to go and ready to do stuff. Take this harness off of her since we're in the car. And so that's why if I do things with Jax, it's usually in the afternoon or not like late at night, but you know, in the evening at night. So yeah, that's why Allie comes with me in the morning and not him. But put on there, okay? I use a harness when we're walking, just so I feel like it's more secure. And then when we're like at home or whatever, I just put her on the collar. But I feel safer having a leash on her all the time if we're not in the house or in our fenced-in yard. So when we get in the car, I take the harness off and then switch the collar back onto the leash. And I know she probably wishes I would just leave the collar off, but safety first, you feel me? But that's it. I hope you all had a good 4th of July if you live in the United States and celebrate it. And I love you all, and I'll see you in the next vlog or video. Bye.